She's driving me out of my mind. Yes, sir. Welcome back to Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. And if this is your first time tuning in, it's your host, Nephew Q. And if you're watching on the Facebook page, from my right, y'all left, I got the legendary Ralph Clay in the build, who's on cloud nine right now.
Yeah. You ain't breaking me down.
Yeah, well, you're not breaking you down?
You won't break my soul.
Until next week, and then, it'll be a different story. But anyways, we have a special guest in the build. Y'all know him as Lexington's worst or best, however you, whatever, depending on what team you on that day.
Welcome to the show, my brother.
Depending on what team you on. We got Sean Gurton in the build. Sean, gonna introduce yourself, man.
Well, y'all know who it is. It's always my fault. That's all I'm gonna say. Always my fault.
Mr. Sean. And you know what? That's your new nickname. Sean, always my fault, Gurton. But anyways, we got the special guest in the building. We want to talk about a couple of things, including the Sabonis stomp on Draymond. Oh, the Draymond Green stomp on Sabonis and all of that. So let's get on right into that one, because it's been a lot of controversy. A lot of sports analysts been going back and forth whose fault it is. This should both of them been suspended.
What's the refs gonna say?
So I want to get Sean Gurton's opinion. What would you have done in that situation, and was it fair for Draymond Green to get suspended one game? As we got the legendary Legend coming in the building as Sean Gurton. Go ahead. So I'm asking Sean, talking about the Sabonis and Draymond Green situation. What would he have done in that game, and and should Draymond Green have gotten suspended? Go ahead, Gert, floor is yours.
Okay. You see the hole and Draymond gets out of it, you probably don't have anything there.
Okay.
Once he does the stop, you got to get technical. You can't let that one ride.
Okay.
Okay? So you got to get him. If he doesn't stop, I'm going up to Sabonis and say, look, I saw you, because the ball's already on the other end. So you don't want to really stop play or stop Sacramento from scoring on that, or whoever had the ball scoring in that situation. So you let them score. Next that ball, you go up to him and say, yep, I saw that, cut it out. Yep. But once he stopped, you got to get him. And, I mean, the advantage the NBA refs have, that you can always go to replay and monitor. And, I mean, did they get Sabonis for anything?
They gave him a technical.
So it was a double tag.
Yeah. Well, Draymond got ejected.
Yeah, I know he got ejected, but was it double tag? Did anybody take shots?
Did anybody take shots? I don't think they did.
So they gave double tag, point of interruption. We're going to keep playing. So, yeah. I mean, in that case, I think they got it right. And then you got to give the ejection, because a kick, a stomp, a punch, it's all the same. I mean, that's pretty aggressive, and that's in the rule book. It's classified as fighting.
So basically, what Blegend said, you wouldn't have done nothing.
Huh?
You wouldn't have done nothing.
In
that game,
in the game, I would have done exactly what they done. But if it was just the grab of the foot and not the stomp, then you probably don't want to stop anything on that. And it's like, yo, cut that out. You see it again, then I'm gonna get you.
How would you deal with Draymond Green? Just in general,
That
as
is
a ref, how would you deal with Draymond?
Man,
Because he's constantly always complaining and
got an excuse.
he's always got something going on. So, and I don't want the PC Sean Gurton. I want the real Sean Gurton. What would you do in a game with Draymond?
You know what? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to put myself in that situation with somebody who is, I mean, that boisterous. I mean, he's been in the league, what?
What's he been?
12 years?
Yeah, it's been a while.
12 years. So they all know how he is. So it's no secret around the league. I mean, I put in the group, everybody was talking about how the one referee, Chris Paul, until last night, was like 0-12.
Yep.
Well, I went to camp 10 years ago, and there was an NBA ref. Nobody likes Chris Paul. I mean, they said Chris Paul is one of the most difficult.
I believe it.
One of the most difficult players to deal with.
There's a lot of players.
I believe it. I believe it.
So, I mean, you just try to be professional.
But you can't be with a guy like that.
That's why I said it's
hard to be professional with a guy like Draymond, always in your face after every.
Only thing you can do is give him a technical, and then give him another and get him out of the game. That's the only thing you can do.
Lean over his and say, hey man, you keep this on the football.
let them know where you coming from, B.
You ain't gonna keep talking.
Hey, look.
And you know how they be talking rap. The So you can't see it. Look.
Oh, yeah.
I'm putting my.
Hey, you got one more time.
Hey.
I'm gonna let you slide, but you got one more time, bro.
Oh yeah, it's the folded arms and hands up to the mouth.
Hey,
You talk to each other.
You gotta let him. Hey, I'm a man just like you are, brother. In the day,
So let these stripes do.
Hey, we'll get the furniture moving down here. But Blegend, was it fair for Draymond Green to get suspended after that stomp on Sabonis' chest?
I mean, Draymond is Draymond. I mean, here's the thing. The reality to it is, in this whole NBA world that we live in, you know, Draymond has a rep. He's got a reputation. So, you know, because of that reputation, he does something like that, that's going to happen.
Right.
You know, now, does that mean it happens to everybody? I'm going to say probably majority of the people, if not all. I mean, you can't stomp anybody.
Right.
But here's my point. If I'm going to stomp you, I'm going to stomp you one good time.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know. Hey, cut that out.
I mean, I thought it was kind of, I don't think he stomped him like
I think he just like one of those. It's like, you know.
I mean,
but he used his body to lift.
I don't think he really used his body.
But
He used his body.
I think he jumped off his
He
other
did.
foot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
But here's my point. Sabonis, why you grabbing his ankle? Why you grabbing his foot?
That's I have a problem with that.
So what happens, hypothetically, not necessarily Sabonis, but any player, right? You know, because I forgot the player, but there was one situation. No, it was football. It was football. It was Patrick Mahomes, as a matter of fact. I don't know if it was the Super Bowl or the game before the Super Bowl, the AFC Championship, when they tackled him and they brought him to the ground, and then they.
I know something.
I can't remember which game it was. Now
It wasn't my Eagles.
Oh, here he goes.
Oh, keep that energy. No, because that's the next subject.
Ain't no subject. What are we talking about? But no, I'm just saying. I mean, now if he would have done something like that, you know, where he grabbed his ankle and grabbed his foot and twisted or something, then then I find it kind of hard, to suspend him because you tried to hurt the man.
Right.
But Sabonis didn't do that. So because of that whole thing, I mean, he, it's his reputation, so he's gonna get it. I mean, I was surprised. People were like, oh no, he shouldn't be suspended. Oh, he's not gonna be suspended. I was like, yeah, he's gonna be suspended. However, it's not gonna matter. They're gonna go State, so Golden State gonna drop 80 on him. Clay
you're one of those people.
Clay gonna drop, Clay gonna drop 45 and Steph gonna drop 50. I mean, it is. Y'all listen.
They did what they supposed to
They
do.
did what they supposed to do.
Thank you, Q.
They did what they supposed
Thank
to
you,
do.
They did what they're supposed to do.
Come on.
Did 07
Light the
game
beans.
Like
Light
the
the
beans.
beans.
That's the last time it's gonna get lit, though.
Come on.
That's the last time.
We did it on national TV too.
Look at
You know what I'm saying? The playoffs. Woo!
I'm happy for them. Who they get next?
2 games in a row.
If they happen to win, who do they get next?
Watch
No,
it.
it
I knew
really
he
don't
was gonna say.
matter.
I knew he was gonna say it don't matter.
No, I'm
matter.
just curious. Who do they get
I'm
next?
not for sure.
I
But
think it's some team out in California. It's in California.
Is it? No, they don't get the Lakers.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they get the winner of the Grizzlies Lakers.
No, I thought they get the winner of the Suns.
No, the Suns Clippers winner get the Timberwolves and what you call it?
Oh, they get the Nuggets.
Yeah.
what y'all say?
Oh, I go.
Yeah. So the winner of this gets the Lakers and Grizzlies.
Barbecue chicken.
Ain't no barbecue chicken.
Yes,
We
sir.
gonna be home resting.
I ain't worried about that.
We gonna be home resting.
I ain't worried about
We
that.
gonna be resting, waiting on y'all.
Yeah,
Go
'cause
ahead.
it's
What do you
great.
think y'all sweet?
Not 5.
Okay.
Gentlemen, sweet.
Actually, I don't know, man. It might be 4, but I'm gonna go 5.
You gonna go fat just to be nice.
Confidence is on
Just
the
be
all
nice.
time high.
Ain't no
be like-
question. Anyway,
Ralph.
back to you.
Yes, sir.
Ralph, man, what should Draymond Green have gotten suspended for that stomp on Yo Kings? Watch his beat.
I wanted to take a trip out to Sacramento, Legend.
He wanted to pull up.
To
I
do
wanted to
what?
pull up, man.
To do what?
We gotta protect the brand, man. We gotta protect the
What?
team,
Who's
man.
the brand?
Yup.
Fox is the brand.
Sabonis is part of that, man. But nah, in all honesty, I agree with both of y'all. Draymond has a reputation. I didn't like the fact that Sabonis grabbed Draymond's leg. I mean, regardless of how Draymond reacted to it, I didn't like the fact that Sabonis did that. So Draymond, I feel, did have a right to react to Sabonis holding his leg, but he didn't have to stomp on Sabonis' chest, you know what I'm saying, as far as that being his reaction. So I think the suspension was well-deserved. Draymond has a reputation that played a major part in him getting that suspension. It wasn't necessary for him to stomp on Sabonis' chest. I mean, it happened. We trying to move on from it. We trying to win the series. You know what I'm
You hear
saying?
that too, B?
Yeah.
You hear that too, B?
Yeah.
We.
It's been we.
A lot of friendship in
Hey,
here.
no,
It's a lot of
It's
friendship
been
in
we. It's been
Okay.
we.
But
It's
you
been
know-
16 years and I haven't had a chance
you
to
know,
speak.
But hold
You know
on,
what I'm saying?
B. Now the we is a little bass in his
Woo!
voice. And then it is.
Right,
feel me?
yeah.
You hear me?
We.
But here's my point, though, Q. Did you expect anything less?
Yep.
Did you expect?
You expected us to be
Did you?
too?
No, not what you think.
Yeah.
Did you actually expect
You
this
right.
man to sit down and say
And be humble?
that Draymond should not have been
You right.
suspended.
You right.
He wants to get there any way he can.
So they ain't been there in a while.
They ain't been there. They won't keep on going.
Draymond played in 2 games. It really didn't.
Hey man, it's okay.
Really,
y'all only
really
won by
affected
6.
anything.
Y'all make it seem like y'all beat the crap out of
No,
Y'all won by
but
6,
see,
and then the first game you only won by 3.
It's so weird that the Kings win, but the Lakers win, and y'all only won by 6. It don't matter. If we won by half a point,
It don't matter.
We
You're
up
right.
2-0, baby.
You're right. But what I'm saying, the only point I'm trying to say is, and I'm not gonna dig into this. I'm gonna leave this with it.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, y'all won, whether it's a half a point, a whole point, y'all
Come
won.
on, man.
So I'm good with that.
Yes, sir.
All I'm trying to say is, you got to defend the champions over there.
That's cute.
That's all I'm saying.
They won last year.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Hold
This
on.
year's the television
Hold on, Ralph. We got a caller on the line. Caller, what's your name, man?
Hey, before I say my name, I want to say y'all must be desperate for guests.
Isaiah.
All right, we got
Always
spoken.
my fault.
we got Spoken Minds guest host on
What's
the
up,
line,
Ike?
Ike on the line. So Ike, let me ask you real quick: should Draymond Green have gotten suspended for the stomp on Sabonis' chest?
It don't even matter because the Warriors were in trouble no matter what.
Talk to him, Mike.
Ike,
Talk to him, Ike.
I don't like your energy right now, man.
Oh, I love
I
it.
don't-
Talk to him, Mike.
They were in trouble. They in trouble.
Mm.
They were in trouble. It don't matter about Draymond.
So since it don't matter about Draymond, then what's the series gonna be? 4-0? Is it a sweep? Hold on, you just saying that because of the Kentucky boys, but go ahead though.
Chill.
It ain't got nothing to do with the Kentucky
Thank you.
boys.
Lies.
They just better.
The lies. They better where? Let me break something down to you like a fraction real quick.
Draymond, I said the Warriors win 1 game.
Talk that talk,
The devil is
Isaiah
alive.
Barron.
So real quick before we go to commercial break, I'm gonna break something down to you and Ralph like a fraction. So during the season, everybody else, Draymond, Clay, and Steph, all average their normal regular season averages in the playoffs, right?
Oh.
The only person whose percentages has dropped is Jordan Poole.
Oh.
In the playoffs, he's only averaging 10 points per game and 1 rebound. In the regular season, he's averaging 20 points per game. If Jordan Poole even gets close to his average, y'all down 0-2, bro. Y'all down. So it's not like y'all really doing something. It's just Jordan Poole is not
Right.
being that 4th member.
Like, are you listening to this? He said, if Jordan Poole did this, if Jordan Poole did that, y'all would be down.
Yeah.
But we not. We up 2-0.
And y'all might be down 4-2.
Why are we not talking about game 3? We're not talking about the past.
I
We
am.
already won those 2
And
games.
y'all still lost. The only 2 y'all gonna
Oh,
get.
man.
Go ahead, Sean
Let
Gert.
Ike
So
talk.
I saw something that Sacramento shoots so much better at home.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys, they're only shooting 30-some%
Right.
from 3.
You talking about Sacramento?
No. Golden State
Golden
right
State.
now is
Yeah.
shooting
Yeah,
30-some%.
Mhm.
Whereas they up their percentage 3 or 4% at home.
It's a different ballgame.
You could leave Golden State 2-2.
Well,
They're going to.
Well,
They're going to.
let me say it this way, too. Let me say it this way. I mean, no, what?
He said what? Hold on. We keep that thought. Hey, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk about a little bit Jalen Hurts. So stay on the line for me, all right? All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break on Beyond the Game on 93.9 FM. When we come back, we'll continue the discussion about Draymond Green and talk about this boy's Philadelphia Eagles giving Jalen Hurts all that money. Is it good for them?
Oh, I pray that we play the Lakers next.
You play the Lakers?
I'm gonna bring up one. When we come back, I ain't gonna bring it up now. I'm bringing up one point that's gonna, and I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna tell you the difference in between that series and if they, I don't know who they played, and whoever else that they play. I'll bring up the point. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
I know Rap feel good.
He feeling real good, feeling great.
I mean, I hope
It's been a long time, legend.
It's been a long time.
It's been a
Chris
long
Webber.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I'm not mad at you.
Chris
man.
Webber and Jason
Yeah.
J. Williams.
Yeah. Nah, Mike Bibby.
Mike Bibby, J. Will,
Yeah.
Lottie Diva,
Lottie.
Easy
Pay
come.
just for your
Lottie Dottie.
Quick,
He
easy
liked
come,
to
easy go.
potty.
Easy
Oh,
come,
Doug
easy
Christie.
go.
Oh, Bobby Jackson.
Yeah, oh, Bobby.
Yeah. Oh, Bobby.
Yeah, it's all good, man. I mean, enjoy it.
Paige Stojakovic.
Man, you was just a kid back then.
Yeah, nah, I'm 38, bro.
Okay.
You old,
Well,
Ralph.
you were what, 14, 15 back then?
You old, Ralph.
Been a while.
It's
been a while.
It's been a long time, man.
I mean, I understand. I hope y'all get out of the first round.
I do too, man.
And so y'all can continue that good feeling.
You know what I'm saying?
So y'all run into that monster.
I'm running off emotion right now, but I will say
Y'all run into that
the Warriors
monster.
are one of the worst. Have one of the worst records on the road. That played a major part in, so we'll see what happens.
I actually think out there.
Welcome back to Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. We talking to Draymond Green, finishing up that subject real quick while we got Ike on the line. B, go ahead, finish up your thought, man.
So here's the deal. So when we talk about this Sacramento, Warriors thing, here's the deal, man. This is what you got to realize. Number one, you just brought this up off air.
Mm-hmm.
Golden State don't win on the road. They have a poor record on the road, right?
One of the worst.
So we know that, right?
100%.
Okay. So the other thing, the only reason why, I give Sacramento a punch in this thing, a fighting chance in this thing. No, seriously.
I got you.
Is because of the fact that they are exactly the same team. And the thing is, if they played a team that would slow them down, it's a different ballgame. And Golden State got to run just like they got to run.
Yeah, 100%.
And so, therefore, it's basically who outscores who. And that's why when I think they go home to Golden State's going to outscore them. And then it's going to go back. Y'all going to say, I'm going to feed up the crowd. Y'all going to score. It's going to come down to one game. Game 7. And do y'all got the balls?
Nope.
To beat Golden State in Game 7 at home.
I don't see it going 7 games.
They might have because they got Harrison Barnes. He's a Carolina alum. But anyway,
They like get haircut.
Harrison Barnes, man, we get buckets. So, all right, before we get you up out of here, I want to get your thoughts on. Yeah.
One more thing to say about this.
Go ahead.
I think the Kings win one in Golden State.
Possible, for sure.
Because of the clutch player of the year.
Come on.
I believe
De'Aaron Fox.
They win
De'Aaron
one in Golden
Fox.
State, then they go back to Sacramento and they finish it out in 5.
Clutch player.
Yeah, they made up an award, clutch player of the year.
Who's that?
Here
Is that Strip Club James?
Strip Club James.
That's De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, Embiid.
Nah,
You heard it.
they call James Harden, Fidelity and Sally Mae because he be contributing to all these college funds out here. But anyways, all right. Last question before we get you out of here. Jalen Hurts' big contract extension. Do you think he deserve it, and do you rank him in the top 5 QBs now?
Well, and only because you can't base something off of one season, man.
Thank you.
He had this year. He had a great season. I'm not paying a man that much money off of one season. You gotta give me multiple seasons before I throw that much money to you.
Hey, no argument.
He's nowhere near as good this coming season that he was last year.
It happens every time. Every time they get the contract, they do not have the same season the following year.
But they don't have the same team either.
That too, and that's the problem.
That is. Hey, Ike, man, I appreciate you for calling in. Everybody who's listening and watching on Facebook, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel Spoken Minds and check them out every single Thursday. I appreciate you calling in, bro.
Well, Sean's over itching.
I know. So be legend. Andrew Morrell said, be legend supporting TC Gear. I seen your boys doing work, bro. Also, somebody said Draymond Green was just cleaning off Sabonis' shoe. I mean, Sabonis was just cleaning off Draymond's shoe. That's all he was doing. That's all he was doing.
Well, I'm gonna say this too.
Go ahead, and then tell me your thoughts about Jalen Hurts.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Here's my whole problem. I don't care about Jalen getting the money.
Right.
I mean, because it's just a market.
Yeah,
I mean, so I really don't care.
That's true.
Here's where I have the issue, which deviates from Jalen. If you gonna pay Jalen Hurts $255 million and guarantee $170 million,
Like 180 basically.
Yeah.
I need somebody to explain to me why it is that they don't want to pay Lamar Jackson.
Come on, bro.
He's an
What,
MVP.
don't look at me. He's talking to you.
I'm not talking. it's not directed at you.
No.
But
But I think the answer is simple.
Why is
it?
Guarantee money.
True.
He wants a fully guaranteed contract, or he wants something close to it.
True.
He wants something close to $235 million.
If that's
Because it came out, Jalen got signed Monday, right?
I think
It came out Tuesday that in September, Baltimore offered Lamar $200 million guaranteed, and he didn't. And he turned it down.
That's on him.
Because he's seen Deshaun Watson's, and he felt like he should get the same. But
Is Deshaun his fully guaranteed?
Yes.
Yeah, Deshaun is fully
Yeah.
guaranteed.
Yeah, and the other 31 owners have looked at it and said,
No.
we're not doing that. I don't care who you are. We're not doing that.
See the thing I don't understand about it, and I know it deviates from the
Nah, you good?
from
Go
my
ahead. Nah, go
conversation.
ahead.
The thing I don't understand, I think Lamar shot himself in the foot without having the agent,
Yes,
right?
100%.
But I also feel like this. The thing is, Lamar, take a 3-year deal.
yes,
Get your max out on your 3-year deal,
Yes.
3-year deal, get guaranteed money off 3-year deal. Then come back to the table
Absolutely.
and get another 3-year deal.
Renegotiate.
And then come back to the table and get another 3-year
So
deal.
what you're saying is do the
And
3-year
reset
fully
the-
guaranteed, prove that you can stay healthy,
Yes.
which is quote unquote the reason why they're not giving them fully guaranteed. So I look 3 years, I've only missed X amount of games. Give me another 3-year, but now I want the real
Yeah.
bag.
Yeah,
of
but
that.
see, the thing is, also realize the market resets.
Mm.
See, you
It's only
lock
gonna
in,
get bigger.
Yeah, so you lock in now 4, 5 years, 6 years at this money. It's dumb. Do it for 3 years. Let the market reset. Come
Turn
back.
wheels.
Go out there and play
Yep.
your game.
Yep.
Do what you gotta do. Maybe whatever it's gonna be. Show that you can play. Make the money. Come back to the table.
Mhm.
Okay. Another 3-year deal. Another 3-year deal. And max out your money.
Or at year 4, if you don't prove all that, they're going to come back to
They're gonna come back
they're
to
going to come back to the
that.
table when they extend you.
Yeah.
Because they
That's
ain't
true,
because
too.
they ain't
You know what
gonna-
I'm saying?
they ain't gonna want you to walk anyway.
I mean, here's the thing. Until Deshaun Watson, we never seen a franchise quarterback get traded or get released. Didn't happen.
Trying to think.
Unless he was Peyton Manning at the end of his career.
Not a
Tom
Brady.
franchise.
Or something.
Not a
Or
franchise
something.
quarterback.
Tom
Not
Brady.
a franchise. No, but Tom Brady was at the end of his
Yeah,
career.
basically.
You want another chip?
He did win another chip, but he was also 43 years old.
A
Who
lot
did
of
he
people
win
thought he
the
was
chip with?
done.
Dude, Tampa
Nobody
Bay.
cares.
But
That's besides the point.
Oh, that's besides the point. Okay, my bad. I'll get
But
off track.
you never saw a franchise quarterback in his 20s
That's true.
or even early 30 go to free agency or get traded.
True.
Into Deshaun did it.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's kind of reset, and I understand what Lamar wants, and I think if you look at it, it's a bad business deal if you're the Browns. So I don't think it's collusion when the other 31 teams are going, we're just not going to do a bad business deal because you got a hard salary cap and you can't go over it.
I think we all know that Lamar Jackson deserves to be paid. But like Sean is saying, does he deserve to be fully guaranteed? And if the owners are saying no, then I think Lamar has to rethink it and go back and be like, hey, accept this. Like Legend said, take the smaller deal, renegotiate.
He deserves 51, 52 million dollars a year.
Easy.
If you take the full contract and you play it out, yeah, he should be the highest paid or one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the league. There's no question about that.
He shouldn't.
So the only thing to hold Lamar back right now is Lamar.
Exactly.
We can blame everybody else, but it's Lamar.
No, I still don't think Jalen should be the highest paid quarterback.
He shouldn't.
He shouldn't. And I get it, it's the market, but like B said, I mean, well, I think it was you, Ralph. I'm paying you for 1 year.
No, I accept that.
I said that. I'm paying you off for 1 year. This is your squad.
You're right.
You okay with them paying this guy? Not to say that Jalen can't repeat this, but I'm saying that he had one spectacular year and got y'all to the Super Bowl. Y'all lost as usual. But y'all got to the Super Bowl, and you turn around and give this man $250 million.
Well, but the thing is, we're talking about if you believe he's a franchise quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
which means if you're a franchise quarterback, you are no longer looking for a quarterback.
Yeah.
You're not looking for anybody to replace him.
I don't
You're
believe
not
that.
trying. You're not trading for one. You're not drafting one.
Okay, so let me ask you this. This is what franchise quarterbacks can do. Can Jalen Hurts still get you to the playoffs without A.J. Brown and what's y'all's receiver's name?
Devontae Smith.
If they were to somehow be injured in and out of the lineup all season long, do you still think Jalen Hurts by himself can get y'all to the playoffs?
I don't
Because
think-
that's what a franchise quarterback does. I ain't saying y'all gotta win the whole thing.
See, and this is where I'm gonna disagree with you. I think a franchise quarterback is a quarterback that gives you a chance every Sunday to win.
Jalen Hurts doesn't
Every
do that.
single
Jalen
Sunday.
Hurts don't do
All
that.
right, so I want
He
to
don't
ask
do
you
that.
because part of the question that we're asking is, do you consider Jalen Hurts a top 5 quarterback in the league?
Eagles
right
fans,
now?
listen
I
up.
probably don't.
Probably.
I don't.
No.
No. I think he has worked himself. If you see how he play, he's probably top 10,
Okay.
top 5.
Top
You know
10.
that's a pretty
But
exclusive.
they're paying him like he's a top 5
But
quarterback.
that's how the NFL works. It's his term.
No, it's not.
And- yeah,
Lamar
it is.
Jackson ain't got his money, so it's not the way the NFL works.
Well, Lamar has passed on his term.
Yeah, that's true. True.
The next is going to be Burrow or Herbert. They going to get more money than Jalen Hurts. That's the way the market goes.
So
It's
if you
just like you
sat
said.
there and just let the market take the money, let the market reset, come back, get more.
Andrew Morrell said, y'all see what happened when Minshew came in and stopped the cap. What did Minshew do?
He won a game.
Oh,
He
yeah.
actually he won a game.
Oh, so
lost
he
a
won a game. So
Yeah.
it's the Eagles and not Jalen Hurts then, right?
Huh? Well, Jalen Hurts give you a chance with that team to win every
So
single
what's
Sunday.
Andrew saying? He's saying he deserves the money, doesn't deserve it?
I don't know.
What's he saying?
Andrew, tell us what you think. Does you think, he's a Philadelphia Eagles fan for the people who are listening? Everybody says send me the number. 859-721-5690 is the call-in number. Y'all can call in and debate with Blegend and Sean about this contract. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Y'all more than welcome to call in. When we come back from the commercial break, we'll talk about Jalen Hurts. Is he a top 5 quarterback and worth the money?
No.
One time Matthew Stafford got paid.
Yeah,
The highest quarterback. Matt Ryan was the highest paid quarterback in NFL history at one time.
It's just crazy saying Jalen Hurts is the highest paid quarterback.
But hey, it only lasts until the next one signs.
Yeah, that's true.
And in 3 years from now, he'd be the 8th. You know what I'm saying?
I think even if he won a Super Bowl, still don't know if he deserves that money, bro. But
Deserve has nothing to do with it.
you're right.
What did Snoop say in the wire? Deserve has nothing to do with it.
Pin, there we go. Pin it to the top. Boom. Hey, y'all watching on Facebook, 859-721-5690. Well,
Call
there it
in.
is. There we go. Pin it to the top. You good, B? Legend. Oh, you must got a pink. I mean, you must got a picture over.
Yeah, very serious.
Mm-hmm. That's that arguing with baby mama look.
Is that Dale Morgan? The Dale Morgan?
That's that D-Mail Morgan. The Dale Morgan.
Yes. My man. My man. D-Money.
Miguel, no, hey Miguel, we don't never talk about LeBron on this show. That's old news.
That's a waste of time.
Yeah, that's old news.
Yeah, we ain't worried about that.
Who was that?
Go Grizzlies.
Miguel Martin. Yeah, go Grizzlies. How you feel? I feel that.
Yes, sir.
I feel
We
that.
need to get to that. We need to get to these predictions.
I feel that.
Get to these predictions.
We can get to it in 14 seconds.
That Clipper series doing 7. Ooh.
Think so?
Oh,
Bro,
yeah.
bro, boy.
Welcome back to Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. We finishing up the Jalen Hurts and his contract conversation, but before we do that, we have a caller on the line. Caller, what's your name, man?
My name's Mike. I'm from Plum Ridge. I'm living out here in San Antonio.
Okay, we got Mike from San Antonio on the line.
Yeah, let's go.
Mike, let us know about the Jalen Hurts contract situation. Was it well deserved, and is he a top 5 quarterback? Floor is yours.
At this point, I think he's on the cusp of being a top 5 quarterback. Like one of you was saying, he's definitely going to have to prove it again. But I think the biggest thing about this contract is the Eagles saw what happened with Dak. Dak should have got paid like 2 years before he got paid.
True.
And the Cowboys ended up having to pay him like 15, 20 more a year than they would have. So the Eagles getting Jalen's contract out of the way is exactly what the Eagles fan was talking about. He left
Uh-oh.
way.
We Mike. Okay, there you go. We lost you for a second, Mike. Go ahead, repeat yourself. The service went out for a second.
No, you're good. I was saying that Jalen getting a contract now is because the Eagles know they have a quarterback, a.k.a. they're not looking. All right? They know Jalen can run the offense. They've actually played 2 different in there. They wanted to pass it with him. They recognized they didn't have the weapons, so they just started running it the rest of the season and made the playoffs. But the thing about that is, to the playoffs, the ball like they instantly go get Antonio Brown and go right back to what they wanted to do in the first place, which was pass the ball. They passed it like crazy last year. Jalen could do everything that they asked him to do, throw it deep, throw it middle, throw it sidelines, everything. ran the ball,
and run the football.
Like, boom, we don't need to do anything else. Lock them up. So now, once Burrow gets paid, once Allen gets paid, they're not having to pay Jalen $60 million and have like a $50 million hit on the cap. Versus the cap hit only being like $31 million next year, and then like 24 the year after that. A lot of reasons the teams can't pay the quarterback is just they're not ran well. Like, they're just not ran well. They pay quarterbacks too late. Or in Cleveland's in the Cleveland situation, they just flat out giving the quarterback too much more money than he deserves, I'll say. Because to me, Lamar just without question deserves more than Sean Watson. Never had a unanimous MVP his second year in the season, and his best wide receiver ain't a wide receiver. He's never had a good wide receiver, and putting up like video game numbers, people thinking he good, he ain't never won nothing.
Okay, go. Hold on for a second, Mike. Let's get in here. Let's get in here for a second. So we got a Philadelphia Eagle fan, Sean, in the building. Sean, you want to respond to Mike's comments real quick? Go ahead.
I think Mike makes a really good point of locking him up early because today's price ain't gonna be tomorrow's price.
That's true.
And the price is just gonna keep going up. And Jalen was a second round pick. He wasn't a first round pick. So the Eagles, he doesn't have that fifth year option.
Mm-hmm.
So you go ahead and you get him in that fourth year. You go ahead and sign him because in 2 years, it's probably going to be around $60 million a year.
True. And
then you paying him 52. It's going to go. And if he balls like he's done, and you see that progression that he made from last year, the year before the last year, then you're going to say, oh, well, we got him on the cheap. Just like Patrick Mahomes when they locked him up. Oh, Kansas City looks great. You don't lock that guy up for 10 years and he's the Jordan of the NFL.
Well, wait a minute now. Watch yourself.
I'm just saying.
Watch yourself.
Wait a minute now.
Watch yourself.
I mean, that makes sense to me.
It don't make sense to me.
Oh, well, who else is?
It don't make sense.
Who is the Jordan of the league? That's the only one that's there.
Russell Wilson.
I'm sorry.
Russell Wilson. That's the Jordan of the league.
Now you just
you mean his brother?
Oh, here we go. But anyways, hey Mike, we do appreciate you for calling into the show. We do this every single Wednesday from 6 to 7, man. Feel free to chime in with us every single Wednesday. Appreciate you calling in, my guy.
Appreciate it, man.
I'll definitely be here. I love you guys. Keep killing it.
All right, appreciate it, man.
Well, I mean, it just goes back to what I said, right? I mean, if I'm Lamar, okay, y'all won't pay me. All right, 3-year deal.
So William Sweat said, man, that MVP is so long ago.
It was long ago, and a lot of people bring it up, man. It was.
But
it's a factor. But
it's a factor, man. Look, you come in and you talk about what it is that you have done, whether you won chips, whether you
it's on the
MVP,
resume.
it's your resume.
So really quick, your guy TC, he asked, is Patrick Mahomes' contract fully guaranteed?
No.
Okay, so TC,
there's a lot
there's
of
your answer.
incentives in there, man.
Okay, there.
But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, I mean, if I'm Lamar, I want the money because we got to keep in mind what the basics, right? Even though I sit here and tell him to go sign a short contract, 3 years or whatever, he can get injured and it can be over with, right? So the opposite side says get as much money as you possibly can now.
Yep.
So you're betting on yourself either way it goes.
I got you. All right, so we got another caller on the line. Caller, what's your name?
Hey, man, it's your boy Don, man. What's up with you?
We got Don Jarman from the Infinity Link podcast, a podcast about all things Philadelphia Eagles related. So what's your thoughts on the whole...
Eagles fly.
Ain't no fly, Eagles fly, nothing.
God.
What's your thought process on the whole Jalen Hurts contract?
First of all, Jalen Hurts is top 5, man. It's Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Herbert, Josh Allen, and Jalen Hurts.
That's not true.
B Legend said no. But before I let you respond to B Legend, talk about Jalen Hurts' contract and if it was deserved after 1 year.
Yeah, it was deserved. I was like, did you see the jump he made from last year to this year? Did y'all see the throws he was making?
That's the world we live in right now.
He carried the team into the Super Bowl. Without that fumble, even with the fumble, he outplayed Patrick Mahomes.
Hey, I'm not laughing at you, Donald. I'm laughing at B Legend's reaction to you saying that Jalen Hurts, even with the fumble, outplayed Patrick Mahomes. What'd you say? You know it's his son?
I mean, look, hey, listen, man. I personally, in all seriousness, I think I think he's right from the standpoint. I think Jalen Hurts played a great Super Bowl.
Man.
Yeah.
And if it really wasn't for that one turnover, I don't know how the game would have played out.
Because that was the only turnover
But I'm
between
not.
both
But,
teams.
but I'm not paying. But I'm not paying him more than Patrick Mahomes. I don't think anybody in this room can sit here and say you want to pay him more than Patrick Mahomes.
Go ahead, Sean.
Go ahead.
But that's not how the NFL works.
I get it. I agree.
It's Jalen Hurts'
I agree.
turn.
I agree 100%.
Now, Patrick Mahomes, and I'm sure the Kansas City probably do this in 2 years. Patrick, let's restructure that deal.
No question.
And then you know what? Patrick Mahomes going to be the highest point. So, like I was telling you at the point during the break, at one time, Matt Ryan was the highest paid quarterback to ever play. Matthew Stafford was the highest paid quarterback to ever play. So that's just how the NFL works.
No, I
it's
agree.
Jalen's turn.
It is.
And he won't be. And it could be any day now that you're going to hear Joe Burrow just signed.
No, I mean,
And then
But they're
he's
better
gonna
than
get.
Jalen Hurts.
Well,
But-
maybe,
but
okay.
But see, and that's why I agree with you, Sean. I don't disagree, and that's why this whole question about Jalen Hurts. Yeah, I mean, he's getting. It's his time. This is the way the NFL is set up right now. He's coming to the table. He's gonna get paid.
So I don't believe that, because if the NFL was structured like that, why isn't Lamar getting his money? If
Because
Lamar
Lamar turned it down.
No,
Yeah,
he did.
He turned it down September.
If they offer Lamar to be the highest paid NFL quarterback, you can't turn that down.
Yeah, you can.
No, you
if
can't.
you won't guarantee money. If you won't guarantee money, and they're not willing to give it to him, yeah.
But y'all just told me that's how the NFL goes, right?
No,
Next man up?
No. I'm just saying this next man up from the standpoint that when it comes down to paying these guys, Jalen's at the table today.
Okay.
So he's gonna get paid what the going rate is for a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
The next guy that comes to the table, they're gonna get paid that next rate, and it's just gonna continue to go that way. Oh yeah, no question. So you telling me you don't think Joe Burrow's gonna make more than Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, because he's a better quarterback.
Okay. If Lamar was signed that contract back in September,
That's what I was gonna get back
he
to.
would have been the highest paid quarterback.
But
in the league.
and I'm okay with that. And then the next guy, which would have been Jalen Hurts, comes after him, so it puts Lamar Jackson second. But my thing is, if it was about who's up next, then Lamar Jackson would have got his money.
I mean, look at Daniel Jones. And nobody considered Daniel Jones a top 10 quarterback.
But he got $45 million, right?
But he got paid.
So why wasn't the next man up for him then? Why didn't he get the max? Why didn't he get the most? If it's next man up.
But you also got to know where you are. If you're not top 10,
it don't matter.
You're not top 10, and he did get his team
Michael Thomas signed when he signed his contract. He became the highest paid wide receiver. Tell me how Michael Thomas is doing right now. Anybody?
He played it 2 years.
That's my point. So why are we doing this next man up situation then, right? It should be based on what you do on the field, right? Right.
Lately.
So if it's what have you done for me lately? All it takes is for you to have one great year, and then you get the most money. That's what you're telling me.
I mean, in his defense, Jalen Hurts, yes. Like Lamar could have been the highest paid quarterback, but he turned it down. He wanted more guaranteed money. He didn't want incentive based, or he had to do certain things to meet a threshold to get a certain payment.
So real quick before we get you out here, Don. You
ready
ready to go? I'm gonna get right around the room. Well, Sean, you already answered this earlier. Ralph and Blegend. He said Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback. Do y'all agree with that list that he just gave y'all?
No.
He said he's 5th. Go ahead,
You want
B.
me to answer this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Come on.
Absolutely.
Hey, I'm just going by what the man told me.
No.
No? Okay. He said, give me your 5.
I would still listen. Pat Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes is number 1 across the board.
Yeah.
I still would put Aaron Rodgers somewhere in
Me
that
too.
top
No
5.
question.
Okay.
I'm taking Josh Allen.
That's 3.
Joe Burrow.
That's 4.
So Mahomes, Rodgers, Josh Allen, Burrow.
This one we missing.
I'm not the biggest fan of Herbert, man.
I like Herbert.
I heard, but I don't think
But
he's
I
top
don't
5.
think
I don't think he's top 5 right now. I don't think he's
I'm
top
missing
5.
somebody.
Is he 5th by default?
No.
No, sir. Go ahead, Donovan. Go ahead.
Q, before the next segment, man, send Ralph to the nearest bathroom with a test for putting Aaron Rodgers still in the top 5.
No, look, I believe that.
As a thrower of the football,
I
Aaron
believe
Rodgers is
Man,
still
is
a top 5
incredible. Come on, he's incredible.
Come on. Y'all looking at the overall picture, man. Aaron Rodgers is not a top 5 quarterback right now.
Hey,
Okay, even if Aaron Rodgers is not top 5, right now, he's still better than Jalen Hurts.
Man, he needs a lot of help.
Jalen Hurts don't.
Jalen Hurts don't.
Hey, it's football. Everybody needs help.
Yeah.
Except Tom Brady. Go ahead.
He needs help.
Come on,
Donovan, man, we appreciate you for calling in. Everybody who's listening, tune in. Make sure you listen to the Infinity Link podcast with him and Drew talking about all things Philadelphia Eagles related. Donovan, appreciate you calling in, my guy.
Road to victory.
I hope that you guys enjoyed that success y'all had this year. Because
That's
there's no
it.
way I'll be playing out.
That's it.
Oh, yeah, so
Don't look at me.
Okay, so
I know we doing.
Who?
I know
Okay.
we doing.
who in the NFC is next then?
I don't know, but I'd go for the Cowboys for the
I go
Eagles.
for the Lions.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's talk about some NBA playoffs that we got going on right
Talk
now.
about some fighting words.
They talked about the Cowboys over the Eagles, but man, we have who we got? We got Lakers and Grizzlies tonight. Who else?
Nuggets and Timberwolves.
Nuggets and
Jaws out
Timberwolves.
and
tonight.
Bucks.
Jaws out tonight.
So-
But I don't want to leave that off by saying that's the reason why Lakers gonna win.
They'll play a
That's
major
what
part in it.
That's why everybody gonna say, "Oh, if Ja was healthy, they wouldn't have won." I don't want to hear all that foolishness.
You gotta play the games, man.
Got to play the game. So be legend.
Mm.
Who's winning tonight? Before we get to the prediction part of it, who's winning
Come on,
tonight?
man. LA winning.
Okay, LA going up
Hands
2-0.
down. Yeah, hands down.
Well, you break it to my eye right there. What? You what?
Hands down. Ain't no question.
Oh man.
Back the house, baby. Back the house.
Hey, all I can say, join the 2-0 club.
Yeah.
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 What? Who's the other matchup you said tonight was?
The Timberwolves and Nuggets and
Aight.
Heat and Bucks.
Okay, Heat and Bucks. B, I want to get your thoughts on this real quick. Giannis is a game time decision. I think he'll play, but if he plays, do the Bucks pull it out? If he doesn't play, can they still pull it out without
Bucks
him?
win either way.
Bucks win either way. Chris Middleton, big game.
Either way.
He ain't got no choice.
Either way. They're not
Holiday gonna have to
going
step
down
up.
0-2.
They're not going down 0-2?
Either way.
Okay, all right. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break on Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. When we come back, we will give our NBA playoff predictions to wrap up the show. And I already know where B Legends going with this thing.
Oh,
Oh my God.
oh, okay.
I can't stand Lakers fans,
Oh,
bro.
them queens.
I cannot stand Lakers
The
fans.
Queen
Uh,
City.
That's fine.
Hey, look, y'all done made Donovan and they said, man, let's get in the booth tonight. They going to do a show tonight because of y'all.
What? We gonna talk about?
Yeah,
Jalen Hurts
they're gonna do
Jalen
something
Hurts
like
out
that.
there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he got his bag. I mean, he's supposed to get his bag.
He got his bag. He still ain't top
He's
five.
supposed to get his bag, but he ain't top 5. I can't remember who we missing. We missing somebody. I just ain't
We
think.
are.
Who's in the AFC Championship game? Joe Burrow, Pat Mahomes, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
NFC Championship, Jalen Hurts
San
and
Francisco.
okay, so no quarterback
Oh,
from there.
yeah.
Who's in the playoffs in the NFC? San Francisco,
It wasn't Captain Kirk for sure.
Packers, us,
Dallas.
Dallas.
That's a hard
Oh,
one,
it
man.
definitely ain't that dude.
Okay, so
I
our
gave up
question
on
was
Dakota.
Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, Pat Mahomes.
David Carr.
No, the Raiders won the playoffs, were they?
I know, I'm just
I'm
saying.
just going by
Okay,
playoff teams
you
because
just named the name. Trevor Lawrence, Jalen Hurts.
Huh?
Trevor Lawrence,
better
Jalen
quarterback.
Hurts.
Who am I taking?
Yeah.
That's
That's
a,
a
that's
good
a tough one, bro.
But the thing is, you got. I mean, you
That's
know, he's
tough.
right. I was pissed when they drafted Hurts. I was upset.
Welcome back to
I don't
Beyond
know
the
why.
Game on WLXU 93.9
Had to do
FM.
something, y'all.
I mean,
A
he took
question
us out.
that Ralph posed during the break, we're not going to get into it, but it's a question for the Beyond the Game group and for the people who are
Give him a
listening
little
right now.
context, because we're trying to figure out who we would put in the finals.
Who would you rather have right now, Trevor Lawrence or Jalen Hurts? Who is the better quarterback between the two? We're not going to get into it right here. That's for y'all to discuss on the Beyond the Game group page. Let us know your thoughts and views on that. But anyways, let's talk about some NBA playoffs. Let's get into we don't do the West Side last because that's the best side. Let's talk about the East Side real quick. B Legend, 1-8 Milwaukee and the Heat. Who we got? Bucks in that, and then who's the next matchup after that? I ain't gonna go to the Boston and Atlanta.
Boston.
Yeah, nobody cares about that
that's
matchup. And then,
Cleveland and
Knicks.
New York.
who you got? Cleveland and New York.
Cleveland.
How many games?
That can go
6.
seven.
6. Cleveland and 6. And then we got the bottom, which was the Boston and Atlanta matchup. But nobody
Yeah, we
with
know
that.
what's gonna happen.
Trae Young just got voted as the most overrated player in the NBA. I agree.
I'm not surprised.
I agree.
Don't bother me.
I agree. So let's go over to the West Side. We got the Nuggets and the T-Wolves. Do we need to discuss that?
Yep. Nuggets.
How many games?
4.
4. And then below that, we got the matchup that I think B Legends looking forward to this more than the Lakers Grizzlies. We got the Clippers and Suns. What we doing with that one?
Say it. Say it. Say it.
Andrew said, "Be glad I moved so I can't pull up."
Hey, where he moved to?
He lives up in Minnesota.
Yeah, he
now.
up north.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he moved up to Minnesota. now.
Oh man, bye, Andrew. Hey,
Say it, legend.
Why you think it? Everybody beyond the game who's watching right now, comment who your top 5 quarterbacks are.
Yeah, we need to know.
Man, ooh, that's a 7 game.
It's 7 games.
7 games.
It's split right now, one apiece.
Man,
So who we got?
I can't. I just can't go against that 7-foot monster.
That's right. Even with no bench.
I can't go against that dude, man. That dude, he ain't had a game yet. It's coming.
He had a game 1.
No.
Yeah, 29,
Yeah,
9.
decent, yeah,
Yeah,
decent.
No, he ain't had a game.
What you talking about? A 40
35,
ball?
40.
He got that 45 piece.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Nah,
I'm
it
telling
You know it's there.
Devin Booker ain't gonna let it happen.
But you know the Clippers are just so potent, man. I mean, them dudes
When's Paul George come back?
after
He,
the series.
yeah, he's not playing round 1.
So that's good. It'll be tough.
It'll be tough. That's why I say 7, man. I'm gonna say the only reason I'm gonna pick Phoenix because it's Game 7 on their home court.
That's fair.
Otherwise, I would go with the Clippers
That's
because
fair.
DeAndre Ayton, I don't. He's just not even a factor.
Who is he?
He should be more dominant, and he's not.
I think he's a factor. I just think in the offense that the Phoenix Suns are running,
I don't think he's a factor.
They don't pass him the ball.
I think Plumlee.
Do you deserve it?
Plumlee and Zubac.
Bro, he's 7 foot. At least give him a
Plumlee
chance.
and Zubac just basically cancel him out.
So, okay, I get what you're saying, but, bruh, can we get some defensive effort? Can we get you to hit the boards? Chris Paul had more rebounds than you as a 7-footer. You want me to give you the ball?
Bro, he doesn't get the ball. Part of him playing defense is going to be him doing something offensively, bro. Like, at least make him feel like he's a part of the team.
Okay, but make me want to give you the ball.
Okay, I got a question for y'all NBA fans.
Go ahead.
Could Kawhi have that game?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't no
You know,
question.
because Kawhi,
Yeah.
I mean, he
Ain't no
was.
question.
Yeah, Kawhi, he's good
Kawhi
for
seemed
a
like
40 ball.
Kawhi seemed like he can carry
He
the
good,
Clippers.
The only reason,
No,
I
the only
agree.
reason why I say that about Durant is because really it's 2 guys that are gonna carry that squad.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be Booker and Durant.
That's
Yeah.
it.
And one day,
One day.
that dude's gonna go off. I mean, I'm just saying it. Just
But what if that game that you're talking about, Kawhi matches him?
Yeah.
Because that could be a possibility
It
too.
could be, but I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, so you got the Suns in 7, and then we're going to go to Ralph's matchup, 3-6, Warriors, Kings. Kings is up 2-0 right now, going back to Golden State's house. What we got with that one?
Don't do it, legend.
Do
Come
it.
on, man.
Do it.
Mm.
Go on, let's do it. Do it. Do it till you're satisfied.
Oh,
Whatever it is.
Man, that is a tough series, man.
William said Suns in 7. Okay.
I'm still gonna go.
Why you thinking? Everybody watching, give me y'all predictions, NBA playoffs. Who y'all got in the first round?
Go,
Don't do me like that.
yeah, I'm gonna have to do you like that. I'm gonna have to do you like that. I mean, I think
Golden State in 7.
Actually,
He don't want to say it. That's the thing.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna take the Kings in 7.
Kings in 7.
Oh man, I just sit up here in my little seat, man. You know what I'm saying? Just sit
Boy,
back and
y'all
enjoy
made
the
this
ride,
week.
You know what I'm saying?
And then we get to the matchup that everybody's watching.
4.
Okay, sweet. So now we got the first round matchups out of the way. Give me your Western and Eastern Conference Finals, NBA Finals, and who takes the whole thing, B-Legend.
Oh man, well let's go to the
You
east
already
side.
know.
Yeah, let's
we're
start
gonna
on the
choose.
East first. Start on the East
Start
first.
on the east side. We're going.
Man, tell now,
Whew, I don't know, man. That Philly thing gonna be a monster. But
I
I'm
ain't
gonna
worried
go
about
Boston.
James Harden had 8 points in the last game. I'm not worried.
I'm gonna go Boston. Who's Bucks gonna play?
So if the Bucks win, they will play, I think, the winner of the Cavs and the Knicks series.
All right, so it's gonna be the Bucks versus the Celtics.
Bucks and Celtics, who's coming out of that? Let's say Giannis is. I hate
He's
doing
gonna be
percent.
about 80.
I was gonna say I hate doing percentages.
70
Because
to
how can a player be
I'ma go
80%? Like how do we
I'm
know?
just gonna go Boston because I just don't believe Chris Middleton is healthy enough.
Okay, so Boston's going back to the NBA
Boston's
Finals.
going to the finals.
Mm.
So then we'll come over here to the west side.
West side, as Tupac said, the best
We're gonna make
side.
this easy.
Okay, go
Make it
ahead.
easy.
Like
You already
Sunday
know you're
morning.
picking.
Let's make this easy.
Like
So,
Sunday morning.
I'm gonna go Phoenix, of course, coming out of the Clippers series.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Phoenix playing Denver. Tough matchup for Phoenix, man.
Right.
That's a tough matchup. I'm actually gonna go Denver in that series.
Mm.
I'm gonna go Denver in that series.
Make the road a little easier for your Lakers. I know where you're going.
And then I'm gonna go. You know, Kings, Lakers. You know, I got
Kings all day.
We gonna
put the
disconnect
thing
that
on.
light.
Turn that beam off.
We gonna turn that beam off.
Turn that beam off.
That beam's gonna come on.
Andrew said Timberwolves still won tonight.
Ooh.
Andrew, that's because he lives in Minnesota.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, anyway. So Lakers gonna turn that beam off.
Okay.
So it's gonna put the Lakers versus
Celtics in the finals?
Denver, and that means they ain't beat Denver. Only beat the Lakers, lead that series 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually go with the Lakers.
I know.
And then we gonna Lakers Celtics, baby. That is.
So who we got in how many games?
Our Celtics got that easy.
And hold on, and on top of that, who we got the finals MVP? I want it all.
Oh, if we go to the finals, it's AD.
Okay. All right.
Because that's the only way they gonna win.
Okay.
Because I gotta go.
I ain't saying that.
Crazy.
I
I
ain't
can't
saying
go
that.
again. The Lakers Celtics. Come on, man. Lakers all day, baby. We going for that banner.
Andrew Morrell said KD best player in the world, ain't gonna say it no more.
Okay. That's fine. I'm out.
B Legend is out of here.
Peace
He
out,
got to
Legend.
go to his son's baseball game. Andrew,
Yes,
go ahead,
sir.
Sean.
I got a question for y'all.
Go ahead.
Y'all an NBA expert.
Go ahead.
And something about Giannis, and I think I put this on the page last year. When I watch Giannis, he doesn't do anything great, but he just plays so hard
Mm-hmm.
that makes him, just makes everything else fall into place.
Right.
Am I exaggerating on that? It's just like he rebounds because he just so much effort.
Well, I would say he is great at one thing, which is getting to the bucket, because not everybody can get to the bucket. That's like saying Shaq, right? What was Shaq great at? Pound game, get you on the block, pound you, put you in the basket. And I know people say, well, how can Giannis be the best player in the world? He can't shoot a jumper. Who in the world said that's a qualification to be the best player in the world?
But part of getting the bucket is playing so hard to be able to get there.
But see, and that's why I hate that. If you don't do this, then you're not the best player in the world. Well, there's nobody who does everything great.
No, you're right.
Even MJ, right? I would say 90% of NBA fans say he's the greatest player of all time, right? But was Jordan a great three-point shooter?
No, he wasn't.
So you know what I'm saying? So you can't be great all the way across the board. So
Right.
you can't say just because Giannis can't shoot the ball, he's not the best player in the world. He does everything else better than everybody else. He just lacks in that one department, and that's it.
But I think his effort makes up for it.
Oh, Giannis
You know
has,
what I'm saying?
yeah, Giannis has the motor of a Russell Westbrook. So you put Russell's motor in a 7 foot
Yeah.
guy, 260. What are you supposed to do with that?
Nothing.
What do you? And they keep trying. Well, let's build a wall. Okay, well you built the wall, and he got a championship out of that wall. So good luck with stopping that. Let's see. William Silverhat said Greek Freak gives you 27, 13, 6, and a great defender. I'm right there with you, because Kevin Durant, Kevin to get you 27. Kevin to get you 4 rebounds, maybe 3 assists.
He's not the defensive player that the Greek
He ain't the
is, so
defensive
that's
player
not even a
that
conversation, man.
so I don't understand how KD can be the best player, quote unquote, in the league, but he doesn't check mark all the boxes. Giannis is just as good of a scorer. Giannis is a better rebounder. Giannis facilitates better, and Giannis plays better defense. So how the hell can somebody explain to me?
Here's what I say. KD is the most unguardable basketball player I've ever seen. You can't guard him with anybody. You know what I'm saying?
So okay, Ralph. Since Ralph, I'm gonna ask you this: who's the better scorer, KD or Jordan?
It's a really good question, bro.
That is a good one.
Who's the better scorer?
I'm probably gonna say Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
I believe KD's he's the better shooter. So if
yeah,
we're talking about shooting, that's nothing. But we're talking about score.
Yeah, score.
I'm gonna say Jordan. Jordan can get to the rack and finish a lot better than
You
KD
think
can.
so?
I 100% believe so. So I'm gonna say Jordan if we say overall score.
I'm gonna give KD the slight edge, just barely over Jordan. Now, are you just because? No, it ain't. It just goes back to what I said. I feel like KD can score from more positions on the court than MJ could. Not to say MJ couldn't, because everybody knows MJ can score from anywhere. But I feel like KD can score better and get his shot easier than Jordan could anywhere on the court.
And you could put people like Joe Dumars on Jordan and slow him down. You know what I'm saying? Who do you put on KD that slows him down? And I mean, if you put a big on him, he's just gonna go around him.
So if you say,
and if you
what
put
you just
somebody,
said, God,
Yeah.
I mean, and he can shoot over anybody
Mhm.
from any range. So how do you defend that?
You put Giannis on him. Giannis shuts all that down.
Okay.
Donovan said
All
all
right. Question I always had.
That's a good question.
Let's see. Donovan said KD is a better shooter than MJ, all around scorer. Nah. But that's a good.
Thank you, Donovan.
That's the. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that in the Beyond the
That's a
Game
good
group,
question,
and
bro.
they gonna think I'm just saying it because I'm a hater. But
Nah,
that's because
that's your opinion.
Nah, but it's not even a really opinion. It's just a question because in my eyes, them two are two of the greatest scorers we have ever seen.
Oh, without doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a legit question. It's not like I'm comparing Jordan and Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's no contest.
And I say Jordan because I feel like the only thing that Durant can do better than Jordan is shoot.
But the
If-
game,
As far as
shoot
three,
efficiently.
as far as the as far as
Efficiently.
the 3-pointer, I mean,
the game is called basketball,
Yeah.
so it is about putting that ball in the basket.
yeah. So Jordan doesn't have to just shoot the ball from
No.
the 3-point arc.
So who would be the greatest scorer? Not, and this is not
Crazy.
a LeBron thing. No, who's the greatest scorer that you think? The greatest scorer.
That's a good question, bro. I would.
And for the people who are watching, the people listening, it ain't no,
All
it ain't
time?
no, not the all-time leading scorer, but who is the best scorer of the basketball in NBA history? Who would you have to say that is?
I mean, you got to look at Wilt as
You
well.
gotta look at Wilt. You gotta look at Kareem.
Yeah.
Skyhook.
I mean, that's the most
You know what I'm
unguardable
saying?
shot in
Absolutely.
NBA history.
Okay, I'm just throwing the question
Yeah,
out there.
so-
I'm just throwing
That's a tough one, bro. That's a good
Yeah,
question.
not
man.
who's the, because LeBron is the all-time leading scorer, so I ain't even talking about that. But who is the greatest scorer in NBA history? That's a question for the Beyond the Game.
Absolutely.
group.
Yeah, man.
But anyways, we get ready to get on up out of here. Sean, we appreciate you for stopping
All
by
right,
and kicking it
sir.
with us for
Yes,
the day.
sir.
Everybody who's listening, please make sure you go subscribe to the YouTube channel, KY Beyond the Game. Download the podcast on all major podcast streaming platforms, whether you listen on Amazon, iHeart, Pandora, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all across the board. Download that and listen to us. And we get ready to get on about this thing. As always, treat somebody. What's up?
I just want to say happy birthday to my daughter. She
Hey.
turned 11 years old today, man.
Happy birthday
I
to
remember
you.
2012 when she came into the world, man. So I just want to say happy birthday,
Happy
Rosiah Marie.
birthday.
Hey, happy
Appreciate
birthday.
that,
Ooh,
man.
real quick before we get out of here, Donovan said greater scorer is T-Mac.
Hey, that's why I didn't want to just give an answer. T-Mac was my guy. When it was Kobe out there, I was a T-Mac fan
So that's
all day.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that in there. But anyways, we get ready to get on up out of here. Everybody, thank you for sharing. Thank you for calling in. As always, treat somebody how you want somebody to treat your mama. And we about this thing, y'all. Peace.
Peace.